As soon as Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever were eliminated, Alyssa Thomas, Connecticut's best player, or Connecticut's most hyped player, went to the podium and started complaining about Caitlin Clark fans.
I think in my 11-year career, I've never experienced the racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base.
An 11-year veteran suspended, a rising superstar targeted, and an entire fan base accused of racism. This isn't just a scandal. This could tear the WNBA apart from the inside.
Those guys, they're the racists, when really, y'all are the racists.
Moments after Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever were eliminated from playoff contention, Connecticut Sun's Alyssa Thomas hit the podium. But instead of analyzing her own team's collapse, she launched a bombshell accusation.
We all know what this really is. It's an attack on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's the wrong face for this league because her fans are so racist.
Just 36 hours after her press conference, the WNBA quietly announced Thomas would be suspended for unsportsmanlike conduct. But the league didn't name the real reason. The backlash wasn't about trash talk, it was about race.
It's unacceptable, honestly. And there's no place for it. And we've been professional throughout the whole entire thing, but I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place for it.
Let's rewind. The Connecticut Sun were just embarrassed by the Minnesota Lynx in a brutal playoff sweep. Thomas? A complete no-show. And fans noticed.
You know, we come to play basketball for our job and it's fun, but we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's uncalled for, and something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
Instead of taking responsibility, Thomas accused an entire fan base of racism. But here's the problem. She didn't name a single comment. Not one example. Just vibes.
Instagram and Twitter, these are choices we make. There's an easy way. The league doesn't have to get involved. The Indiana Fever don't have to do something to get you away from social media. Put your phone down. Don't download the apps. Don't engage.
Reddit, Twitter, and sports radio exploded. One side called it bravery. The other side? An attempted character assassination. At the center of this storm is Caitlin Clark, rookie sensation, media darling, and now scapegoat?
Well, now they found another victim. The fans of Indiana. Now, I'm going to side a little bit with these idiots. I'm going to side a little bit with Alyssa Thomas, who said she is the latest WNBA woke gas bag to rip Indiana Fever fan over alleged racism, demanding the franchise and league do something about it. What do you want them to do?
So, why wait until after a season-ending loss to speak up? Why go public now? Because this wasn't about justice. It was about control.
But who gives a rat's ass? Seriously.
Sports fans don't agree on much, but this one hit deep. Many Black fans supported Thomas. But even they admitted her performance didn't match her passion.
Caitlin Clark is Kunta Clark. She's the actual slave that everybody else is exploiting for their benefit. Angel Reese included at the top of that list. Now Alyssa Thomas jumps in and says, let me get my piece.
Is Caitlin Clark really the problem? Or is the WNBA using her as both shield and scapegoat? Alyssa Thomas was once a symbol of consistency, blue-collar work ethic, no-nonsense leadership. Now, she's suspended, ridiculed, and divisive.
If you got people in a room, if you got a bunch of dudes in a room and says, let's fuck up the WNBA, we couldn't have came up a master plan what these women have done.
The WNBA hasn't said much, but insiders say league execs are worried. This was supposed to be a golden year. Instead, they're watching their stars implode.
Dejanay Carrington, as we've talked about earlier this week, in game 1, poked Caitlin Clark in the eye intentionally, in my view, and in most rational people's view. Your hands don't curl up, you jab people in the eye, and you pull your hand back immediately after you've accomplished your goal. Nothing happens to Dejanay Carrington. This isn't really even discussed. She gets questioned about it once. Caitlin Clark gets questioned about it. Caitlin Clark takes the high road. She's not engaging. Hats off to Caitlin Clark.
Thousands have weighed in. Polls show trust in Alyssa Thomas has cratered. Meanwhile, Clark's approval is sky high. This isn't just a PR scandal. This is a cultural war. And the league is caught in the middle.
WNBA, because it's a woke league and because it's leaned into people directing their hatred of Caitlin Clark at Caitlin Clark fans.
Was this a meltdown or a masterclass in manipulation? Was Alyssa Thomas telling the truth or just dodging it? And where does Caitlin Clark go from here? Drop your take in the comments. Like and subscribe for more unfiltered WNBA breakdowns. This isn't just sports anymore. This is war on the hardwood.
And it comes as a byproduct of, Caitlin, I love you to death. But girl, if you don't work on that defense, you ain't winning no championships.
This wasn't just a foul, it was a direct hit. A brutal screen. A rising star dropped to the floor. And now, a suspension, a league-wide scandal, and a player accused of racism. Welcome to the most explosive moment of the WNBA season.
She had to go to the NBA because of players calling all kinds of nasty racial names to Caitlin Clark, white bitch being the most of them. I mean, that's the players. Now they sit up there, the one idiot.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a rookie. She's a revolution. Breaking viewership records, outselling veteran jerseys, and turning empty WNBA arenas into sellouts. But with that fame has come a dark wave of resentment from some of the league's veterans. And this week, it finally boiled over.
Your most important player, the person that's driving all of your engagement, everybody's making money off Caitlin Clark. She gets gouged in the eye by a player who clearly hates her. We've seen the previous behavior this season. We've seen her tweets. Clearly hates her. WNBA, there's no statement being made. Hey, we got to be more careful. We got these ladies with these long fingernails. We can't have this happen. We investigated this. We don't think it's intentional. We do think it's intentional. None of that happened.
August 14th, 2024. The Indiana Fever face off against the Connecticut Sun. But in the second quarter, everything changed. Alyssa Thomas sets a screen so hard, so targeted, it leaves Caitlin Clark crashing to the court like a rag doll.
Caitlin Clark came in as the most impactful player that the WNBA was seeing as a rookie based off of what we saw in college, from both off and on the court, whether it was attendance, viewership, to her on the court with the scoring and assists. That's how she was when she was drafted. She exits her rookie season as exactly that.
Fans erupted. Commentators called it cheap. But the league? Silent. As hashtags like #ProtectCaitlin and #BanAlyssa trended on Twitter, one thing became clear. This wasn't just about basketball anymore. It was about race, gender, power, and a league on the brink.
An idiot is wearing her shades thinking she's some model. This one here, it's uncalled for. Let me tell you something else. It's very simple to do. See this phone? Don't go on social media.
And while the world fumed, Caitlin Clark, she got up, smiled, winked at the crowd. Not a single complaint. No post-game rant. Just class, dignity, and next play mentality. That's why fans adore her. That's why the league needs her. But Alyssa Thomas? She didn't own it. Instead of apologizing, she pivoted, claiming she was the real victim. That the backlash was rooted in race, not recklessness. That Clark fans were targeting black players. Suddenly, the story flipped, and so did the media. For days, the WNBA stayed silent. No statement. No discipline. Nothing. Only after mounting public pressure did the league announce a suspension. But was it because it was the right thing to do? Or because the public outcry had become too loud to ignore? Enter Angel Reese. Never one to miss the spotlight, she took to her podcast, defending Thomas and reigniting old grievances. What followed was a media firestorm. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a foul. It was about everything wrong with the WNBA's culture. The Clark versus Thomas saga isn't happening in a vacuum. It's the latest chapter in a league torn between identity and growth, between protecting veteran egos and celebrating rising stars, between honest critique and racial deflection. And if the WNBA doesn't fix this fast, they may lose the very audience they fought so hard to win.